How's it going, everyone? I am back once again with another belly drum video because the last time I tried to use belly drum on this channel, I had so much fun. I hate this game, man, and I hate myself. How fucking fantastic. So we're running it back. This time we are using belly drum on Charizard. So I'm trying to use Mega Charizard X to get a belly drum off and then take out massive knockouts with Temper Flare and Breaking Swipe. Neither of which are moves you'd typically see on Charizard, and a lot of people probably don't even know what Temper Flare does. Temper Flare is the fire type equivalent of Stomping Tantrum. I decided Flare Blitz is probably not the best play if I'm already maxing out my attack. I don't really need the extra damage, and I certainly don't want the recoil when I'm already halving my health. Temper Flare, it's 75 base power. It's the same as Fire Punch, so I was considering Fire Punch over Flare Blitz, but Temper Flare is basically better. It means if I hit into a Protect, or if my belly drum fails because I already take too much damage that turn, at least Temper Flare is going to deal double damage in the following turn. Breaking Swipe, I wanted over Dragon Claw because I really wanted something with spread damage to be able to take advantage of that max attack stat. I might be able to pick up some double knockouts with Breaking Swipe, but we will have to see if any of this actually works. Joining us on this video, friend of the show and good partner to belly drum Pokemon, Choice Scarf Mousehold. This is was probably one of my favorite parts last time I tried to make belly drum work. Choice Scarf after you on what is basically a support Pokemon is ridiculous, but it's very funny, and I enjoy using it. Can't do belly drum without Sinister. I think it's just absolutely obvious for a belly drum team, you know, being able to have the hospitality to heal back some of the health that you cut by using belly drum, and also with the redirection from the Rage Powder. I've also got Trick Room potentially to answer any hard Trick Room teams, but also as an option if the opponent is running a particularly fast team, I might actually set a Trick Room up, get a belly drum off, and then be underspeeding them with my Charizard. Whimsicott, this is incredibly standard. I still have Tickle on it because that's what I'm currently running on my main team, and I can't be bothered changing it. I also think Tickle is not the worst, partially for keeping Charizard safe. If I've got the Whimsicott next to it, I can get a Tickle off on a physical attacker to reduce its damage, so that my Charizard's more likely to take a hit, and also reduce the defense stats of opposing Pokemon so that they're more likely to get picked up by a Breaking Swipe. Then I decided to round it off with just a Sneasler and a Basculegion. These are both very strong Pokemon. Basculegion has a Life Orb. I, on my main team, have been running it with a Choice Scarf, which is why it has 4 attacks. Again, I can't be bothered changing it, but I think the set is fine on Life Orb Basculegion anyway. Sneasler very standard with a Fake Out, Dire Claw, and Close Combat. So that's the team. I think we're just going to jump right into it and see if we can make it work. Alright, getting into our first game of the day. I definitely didn't queue into a previous game with my normal ladder team, because that'd be embarrassing. I appear to be looking at some kind of ridiculous Trick Room team, so that makes me wonder if I just want to lead Zard and the Teacup. This doesn't have Taunt on it. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I think I go Zard with the Teacup. Let's go for a belly drum, maybe a Rage Powder, maybe a Trick Room. We'll see how we're feeling. Bring Fake Out in the back. And maybe the Whims. I actually wonder if maybe I don't want to lead the Teacup. Let them get Trick Room off, bring it in on a later turn, get the healing, maybe turn it off, but also... yeah, I think I do this. Have the Sneasler next to it so I can go for a Fake Out. No Covert Cloak in the game, so Fake Out's pretty safe. Fake Out Belly Drum might actually be very safe turn 1, depending on what they lead. They don't have Inner Focus, do they? Now, I wonder if they know this is Zard Y, because... like, usually when there's a teacup, it can be... That's commonly paired with Charizard... Sorry, I said Charizard Y. Usually that's paired with Charizard X. So they might realize that's what it is. They might think I'm going for a sword stance, but I'm not, because that's weak shit, and I'm going for something big. Do I think Water Bubble would do half my health? I actually don't want to risk it. I should probably fake out the Slowbro to stop the Trick Room from going up, but I am genuinely concerned that Water Bubble might... Sorry, not Water Bubble. Water Bubble boosted Liquidation. Can you tell my brain is fried? Alright, no Protect from either of them. What move were they going for there? Maybe Wide Guard? They might have actually been going for a Wide Guard. Okay. Oh, that's so annoying. Yeah, okay, so they thought I was Charizard Y and that I was going to go for a big Heat Wave. Oh well, let's see what this does. If they go for another Wide Guard, I'm going to cry, but surely now they don't expect a spread move. Okay, sure. He probably was going to move first anyway, so that doesn't really bother me. Ow. Actually, I should have gone for Protect. I don't know what I was thinking. That was obviously going to happen. Let's go for a Trick Room. Oh, that was so dumb. Let's go for Protect and then go for a Rage Powder and a Breaking Swipe on the following turn. Araquanid is taking nothing but fake outs so far. This is gonna hurt. I think we might be cooked. Yeah, let's go next. That's fine, that didn't count. Warm-up game. It's warming up my brain that hasn't been working. My brain's been on for probably the last 13, 14 days straight. I've had to go to Adelaide for a conference. I just haven't had a break since then, straight back to work. This is the first time I've had a chance to record a video, and I decided I'd do it ASAP now that I've got time to do it. And I'm just not thinking tonight. But that's fine, because I've just got such an easy to win with team that it's not going to be an issue. Alright, how do I beat... I don't even know what this is. It's not a particularly standard rain team. I've seen Venusaur on rain teams, but those usually have sun on them as well. Do I have any issue with big Charizard in the front? The issue with Charizard is Breaking Swipe doesn't hit Sylveon, and Temper Flare is going to be halved by the rain, although it might still pick up a knockout at +6. Alright, let's do it. What do I want to go for? I think I want to go for Sneasler. Fake outs can be useful. I might want Wims in the back to be able to answer Tailwinds. I still don't know what Venusaur's doing. It might be Mega Veno, actually. That probably makes a lot more sense. Yeah, now that I look at their team, I think it's almost definitely Mega Veno. Might bring the teacup again, and then let's see this time if I can actually play it properly, so that I don't just immediately sack my Charizard by being an idiot. That's a pretty sick avatar, I'm gonna be honest. Oh no, my Charizard has been intimidated. Its attack has dropped. I think I fake out the Incineroar so they don't go for a fake out on me. And you know what'd be really annoying is if this Milotic has Haze, but it's not going to click Haze this turn. And I think I kill it next turn before it can get it off. So that's fine. The benefit to this game over last game is because there's no Trick Room up. I don't need to worry about necessarily going second. That's totally fine. It's a bit annoying because it means I can't just go for a Breaking Swipe play next turn. I'm not sure what they expect I was going for. Maybe they think I was going for a Solar Beam into that slot. Or maybe they hard-bred the Charizard X and were trying to avoid a Dragon Claw. But they probably weren't ready for this. Alright, good turn one. Now we just need to not drop the ball. I don't even think I switch Sneasler here. I think I just go for a, Actually, Diaclaw probably picks up Sylveon here. I might go for a Breaking Swipe, which hopefully picks up Incineroar, and Diaclaw the Sylveon. I just don't want to play too passively if I get a Protect read wrong or anything like that. Because even if they switch either of these Pokemon, I think that's still totally fine for me. If they switch out into Archaludon from the Sylveon so that Diaclaw doesn't hit it, I'm still going to do pretty big damage with a Breaking Swipe. Protect, okay, that's fine. Can't see if Breaking Swipe is enough to pick up this Incin. I really hope it is, otherwise what am I doing? NANI?! Sweet, okay, okay. This is why I love Belly Drum, because despite all the nonsense that I have to deal with, being able to one-tap an Incineroar using Breaking Swipe makes it all worth it. I think I'd just do it again. I worry about Wide Guard from Pelipper, but even if they Wide Guard switch, that's just an incredibly passive play that I can just... Yeah, okay. Well, they don't go for either a Wide Guard or a switch. Sash Pelipper is annoying here, but I think Charizard's done enough damage that even if I get taken out, or if they set Tailwind, I'm in a perfectly fine spot. So there's a Sash. Drop their attack, because that's necessary. And there's a Tailwind, but Sneasler's still faster than the Pelipper because I've got the Unburden boost. So I don't think it really matters what they have in the back. They could... Actually, yeah, it's Milotic, we've seen it. So... I think I might go for a Protect here. Then Diaclaw the Pelipper. I hope they don't protect it, but even if they do, I don't think Milotic takes the Sneasler out with a Muddy Water. And even if they do, I've got Whims in the back, I can answer their Tailwind and my Charizard's going to be faster. There's a Diaclaw. So that's awesome. And there's a Muddy Water. Let's see how much this does to the Sneasler. I have no bulk in the Sneasler, so it's probably going to take a chunk with the Rain Boost, but it's not enough. In the immortal words of Wolf Glick, it wasn't enough. But it wasn't enough! Because I'm curious, I'm going to click a rain-dampened Temper Flare into a resisted hit and see how much damage it does. I'm impressed that my opponent's still here, by the way. Oh no.
Nope.
Oh, that's really annoying. Oh, god damn it. Alright, I go for a Protect. And then switch in Whims. I am going to try this Temper Flare damage. God, can you imagine if Protect could miss? Okay, sure. I guess. Just don't freeze me. Oh, I didn't even need my Tailwind. Awesome. Alright. Let's see how much a +6 Temper Flare does to a -1 Milotic in Rain. I reckon it knocks out. Maybe that's just me being... Yeah, okay, no, never mind. I'm insane. Ignore me. But still a decent chunk. It's a +4 Muddy Water. If I'm not careful, I lose this game, by the way. Because a Blizzard, if it connects on both... Definitely... Oh, I still have Sneasel in the back. Never mind. I thought Sneasel had been taken out. Just play it safe. Oh. Okay. It doesn't matter because I have Sneasel in the back, but can you imagine if I didn't? It would be the worst way to lose this game. Although thoroughly deserved, I could have won if I wasn't being a dick about it. I think Fake Out is objectively correct here. That's okay. I also think Temper Flare would have done more damage than Breaking Swipe, so Temper Flare was a correct pick. Because I missed the Temper Flare last turn, I think it actually doubles this turn. Which would mean a not very effective Temper Flare does more than a neutral Breaking Swipe. That's okay, we win. Thoroughly deserved victory there. Okay, interesting. I wonder if maybe I don't want to lead Charizard because they have the Raichu, which will probably go for a Fake Out. And I don't want it to get paralyzed either. I do not know what to do into this team. If I own Sneasler, launch a Fake Out into either Vivian or Raichu, keep Whimsicott in the back for our own Tailwind, and then Basculegion because Basculegion wins games. It's a really interesting looking team. I don't think I've seen this particular team composition before. And to be honest, I'm a bit nervous by it. Maybe it's just because I'm running Belly Drum Charizard, but... I don't know, I'm intrigued. I'm also annoyed as shit, like, whatever they're doing. If they're Megaing the Raichu, or if it's Fake Out Nuzzle. Vivion's almost always a giant pain in my ass. Belly Drum, probably not the correct play here, but when is it ever? I'm going to launch a Fake Out. What do I want to launch a Fake Out? Or do I want a hard switch? Alright, I'm going to Mega Evolve. I am going to Belly Drum, even though maybe Protect would be better. I'm going to hard switch Whimsicott. That way if they go for a Fake Out, I can Encore them into it. It prevents them from being able to get a Zap Cannon off. Also, it means if they launch a Sleep Powder into that slot, then Whimsicott takes it. I think I get resisted hit. I'd probably take a Zap Cannon. If that's what they go for, but no Mega Evolution. Did they forget to click the button, or were they not planning on doing it? I don't think they've got another Mega. So I think that was probably just a misclick. No Choice Scarf on Vivillon either, which could be good, except this happens because they are a giant pussy. Sweet. Oh, I'm so glad that happened to a Sleep Powder Vivillon user. That makes me feel happy. I don't even think they were in that bad of a spot there. Because if they just Mega Evolved the Raichu that turn... Like, they had my Charizard put to sleep, Vivillon could have gone for a Tailwind, not having to worry about the Charizard. I suppose I could have encored them into Sleep Powder, but then Raichu would have just been doing some devastating Zap Cannons after it Mega Evolved. Got another Rain Team, which is not fun, but I'm going to lead Charizard anyway. I think Charizard's Sneasel is just a really good lead into most of these teams. Sneasler answers a lot of their team. I'm a little bit concerned about Swampert, but we do have a Teacup. And I think once again I want Whimsicott to be able to answer Tailwind. Alright, MLS. A punk guy. This is an interesting lead. I think it's a very good one for me. Unless they hard read the, Okay, if they hard read the Charizard X and go for a Draco or a Dragon Pulse into the Charizard, I might be in trouble. Also, if I launch a close combat into this Arch, they probably just go for Rage Powder. I don't want to fake out the Archelidon because it gives them a boost to their defense, but I think I genuinely have to because if they read the Zard X, then I lose my Charizard straight away. Okay, that's really good for me, because it means they don't get their stamina boost. Double Protect is so strange. I mean, you know, they were probably expecting Charizard Y, as I imagine most of our opponents will be today. And so just avoiding the fake out double heat wave, and then next turn they could set Rain. It's probably like a smart move if you expect it's Charizard Y, because I Mega, you keep your Pokemon safe, then switch in the Pelipper. Unfortunately for them, that's not what's going on here. I'm going to shoot off that Breaking Swipe and close combat the Archelidon. Whatever they switch in, hopefully the close combat connects so that I can proc the White Herb and get the Unburden boost. So that just straight up one taps the Archelidon, which is awesome. I'd be very curious to know. I might run the calc after. Yeah. To see how much Archelidon is taking from a +6 Breaking Swipe. It'd be a chunk. Alright, I protect my Charizard and I go for, I think, a Diaclaw to Pelipper. At the moment, Sneasel's faster than Swampert because I've got the Unburden boost. If Pelipper goes for a Protect and Swampert takes out my Sneasel, that's incredibly bad for me. Earthquake, in general, is very bad for me here. But if they don't protect the Pelipper, then I take it out. And if they do protect the Pelipper, they don't get the Tailwind, and it means my Whims can come in next turn. And Tailwind or Encore. Probably Tailwind. Yeah, no protect, which is good. So that's pretty awesome if they do take out my Sneasler here, which they don't. That's actually a little bit irritating. I would have loved the clean switch into Whims. I genuinely think I have to sack my Charizard. Go for a Breaking Swipe anyway, and go for a Dire Claw into Sinister. There's a Rage Powder. So do they not have Earthquake? Because Earthquake was just objectively better than... I suppose it's not objectively better. High Horsepower does more single target damage. But Earthquake was so much better. But maybe they realized that taking out my Sneasler was bad for them. Alright. I'm just going to bully this Swampert now. See another Rage Powder? No Rage Powder. Okay. So I could have theoretically launched an attack into the Swampert there. But I probably would have gone for a Dire Claw into that Sneasler anyway. Curious to know what I was going for here. Okay, just a Matcha Gotcha. Bit annoying. It does pop the Sash on my Whimsicott. And gets a little bit of health back. But I think if I just keep bullying this Swampert, I'll be pretty okay. This gives me a warm glow in my heart. Nice -2, dickhead. Sweet. This is not correct, just in case anyone's watching this and taking notes on how to play the game. Don't do this. I'm just trying to make Swampert players suffer. They can't even complain about RNG. I've done that to them enough times. Sweet. Okay. Awesome. Am I 4-1? No, 3-1. I played 4 games. I've won 3 of them. That's concerning. Alright, we'll play one more. Let's see if I can go 4 wins in a row with Belly Drum Charizard. I think the main benefit this team has, as is the case with a lot of the nonsense that I run here, is that it's closed team sheets, and people are playing around the Charizard wire. It's exactly the same as it was when I ran Nasty Plot on Incineroar. Everyone click Protect because they're expecting a fake out, and so you just get to surprise them with a Nasty Plot. So if you're planning on taking this to a tournament, it's probably not good. But by all means do it. I swear I never see Raichu, and then as soon as I'm running the team without a Garchomp, I see 2 in short succession. Do I want to lead Charizard? It's not a great team to lead Charizard into. It's not fantastic into Ninetales, although I can just hit them with a Temper Flare. It's not great into Whimsicott. It's not great into Instinct because they could fake me out. It's not great into Raichu because they can fake me out or go for a Zap Cannon. And it's not great for Garchomp because they can murderize me. But, on the other hand, I'm not a bitch. So, I think we go for these plays. If Charizard gets taken out, hopefully Sneasler and Basculegion can just clean up their team. Which has got potential to do. Okay. Risky play. Go for Belly Drum and... See, if they Mega Evolve, I'm pretty sure they're faster than Sneasler, which means Fake Out goes before Sneasler's Fake Out, so they can Fake Out my Charizard. Fake Out goes into the Raichu, which is mostly ineffectual. And then Ninetales happens. So I could go for a Hard Switch into a Whimsicott. Or I could try faking out the Ninetales to prevent them from going for... I think I'll do that. They're probably going to switch Ninetales here if they expect a Zard Y, but they haven't switched. So it might be that we just trade fake outs here. Yeah. So that's a bit annoying. What do I want to do here? Because here's the play. I hope that they leave Charizard alone. That is how we are playing this turn. Go for a Diaclaw. I don't think Diaclaw picks up the Ninetales, and I don't think we live this. We do? Okay. But we don't live the incoming... Never mind, it's Aurora Veil. Okay, get the Belly Drum off. It's unfortunate, but that's alright. Protect. Hope that Sneasler goes down. Ideally like to take the Ninetales out. But if Sneasler goes down here, we get a Whimsicott in. It's fine. The only thing about getting Whimsicott in is I do need to decide what I do in terms of the... Because Breaking Swipe won't pick up the Ninetales. Do I think Charizard lives a Blizzard? Let's hope it does. I was originally considering Rock Slide before I settled on Breaking Swipe, but I kind of forgot how many fairy types there are at the moment. Yep, goodbye. So if I went for a Temper Flare into the Ninetales, I would have taken it out, but... Alright, sweet, we are okay. We just don't freeze. On either Pokemon. You love to see it. Okay, well it's Incineroar. And my Charizard's only at +5. Have to protect in front of the fake out. They might fake out Whimsicott, but that's kind of whatever if they do. Be very ballsy of them to not fake out the Charizard. They do it. I suppose it kind of makes sense. Charizard kind of picked up both of them. That's fine. What have they potentially got in the back? I'm trying to figure out what I want to lock into. I think Wave Crash is probably fine. How much Tailwind do I have left? 2 turns. Awesome. I'm going to go Temper Flare into the Ninetales. I'm fairly confident that a Breaking Swipe will pick up the Incineroar, but I'm even more confident that this picks it up. So let's just go for that because it's slightly safer. Benefit for going for Wave Crash into Ninetales instead would be taking less recoil damage from it, but I don't really think that's a concern at this point in the game. That could have actually been Pasho Berry. That was actually probably a misplay. I think Breaking Swipe there was better. Very likely to pick up the knockout. Especially because it would have been single target as well. Okay. This is... I've got 1 turn of Tailwind left. Aqua Jet probably picks up the Charizard. If that's what they're running. If they're Scarf, I think I'm fine here. I go for Protect, get an extra turn of being able to hit into it with a Wave Crash. They could read that, but I'm going to expect that they don't. If they attack my Basculegion here, that's just game over. Yeah, cool. Okay, sweet. We made the right play. I forgot that I'm Life Orb. I thought it was Choice Scar. Oh no! Alright, that's fine. That's fine. That's actually great. It means I win the game because they can't hit both of me. I'm so used to playing Choice Scarf Basculegion. I just thought that I was. Yeah, sorry Charizard, you did well. Critical hit, hacks. That's right. We just assume it was Focus Sash, and that first Wave Crash was necessary. Okay. I'm not all there. I'm playing a rubbish team. I can't even remember what items I have on my Pokemon, and I am 4 wins and 1 loss with Belly Drum Charizard. So there is something there, I think, if you want a ladder with this on closed team sheets. You can definitely catch some people out. It is good fun. I had a much better time with this than I did with my Belly Drum Chestnut team. No offense, Chestnut, I still love you. So if you do want to play this team, as always, the link to the paste will be in the description. Do stick around after the credits because I did accidentally play a game with my regular team when I queued up to make this video, so I'm just going to stick that at the end. Otherwise, if you like this video and for whatever reason you do want to see more of it, by all means, please keep coming back to the channel. I upload intermittently when I can, but it's always a good time when I do, and I appreciate everyone so much for watching so far. Otherwise, until next time. Alright, so anyone who knows me knows that... Fuck. Okay, so I forgot to change my team. But that's fine. I think I'm just gonna play a game of regular VGC and then stick it in the post-credits. Unless I lose. In which case, don't worry about it. Need an answer to the wall, but I imagine Staraptor is probably... Staraptor's good into most of this. King Gambit answers what Staraptor can't. I think Basket Legion does as well. Sneezer's not great to see in front of my King Gambit. Nor is it great to see in front of my Whims either. I'm actually going to bring in the Basket Legion here. People tend to really enjoy going for Fake Out into Whimsicott when they see it. So it could be Fake Out Blizzard before I can get a Tailwind off. If they make the read, if they go for a close combat into the King Gambit, then fair play to them. But I think this is probably a good play. Yeah, there we go. So there's a Fake Out. We're going to see Blizzard. Okay, they're going for the Aurora Veil, so they were going to let my Whims live. Aurora Veil slightly annoying here. I think with the Aurora Veil and with the boost to the defense with the snow, yeah, Frostless is going to live that relatively comfortably. This isn't Choice Scarf Basket Legion either. Or actually, is it? If I change the item on a different team, do I... Okay, no, fine. Never mind. We've still got, Still got Choice Scarf. Alright, that's fine. I think... Yeah, that's fine. Hopefully not Sash Sneasler, but Wave Crash should hopefully pick this up. I forgot about Veil. That's not good. That's also fine because it means I can bring Whimsicott back in and basically force them to switch Frostlass. Okay, White Herb's kind of annoying to see. Maybe I should have brought Staraptor in there. So they are faster than my Basque now. I think that's alright, unless I get unlucky with the Diaclaw. I don't know if a Wave Crash picks up the Frostlass. Based on the Cow Cleave, it might actually not. But I think we're actually gonna hope that they... Oh, they switched Sneasler. Okay. I suppose that makes sense. I could have also gone for an Encore into that. Wave Crash, please pick up the knockout. Sweet. I love you, Basket Legion. You're too good to me. And you're too good for the meta. If this is in a Focus Dragonite, that'll be funny. Yeah, that's probably multi-scale. That's good, actually, because it means, I can switch in the Staraptor. Especially if they bring Sneasler back in. Get the double Intimidate off. And have Basque in the back to clean up. I do have Fake Out to worry about here. That's alright, we cop it. Uh-oh. I don't know what this is, but I'm frightened. It's a good double Intimidate to get off. I don't know if it's going to save my Whims. So there's no Fake Out there, which means... Oh, okay. It's special. That's... Oh, that's unfortunate. It's a little bit annoying, but it shouldn't... Hopefully shouldn't matter. As long as I don't get full paralyzed. So I think I go for a Roost here. They're really not outputting much damage at the moment. Might actually Roost and Encore. It's probably a bit greedy, but after that -2... I think Staraptor after a Roost should live a second Draco Meteor pretty comfortably. And I could potentially go for another Roost again next turn. Wims is... Oh! Bro, what the fuck is your Dragonite? Okay, that's cool. What... What is this? What are you doing? Explain yourself. Okay, well that's good at least. I mean, they're probably just straight switching Dragonite here. They have to, otherwise they're locked into extreme speed against a ghost type, but I don't think there's really anything I can do about that. I have to lock myself into Wave Crash, otherwise I can't answer the T-Tar, and they're just gonna one-tap me with a Crunch or Knockoff if I don't take it out here and now. Yes, there's a switch. Sweet. Recoil's gonna be an absolute bastard. Wave Crash doesn't take out the Dragonite here. Which is unfortunate because they take me out with a Draco Meteor. Good game. Yeah. Also, even if that did take it out, I think with a recoil and what I imagine is going to be Dire Claw. Acrobatics, okay.